Mnangagwa has called on ZANU-PF members to observe the Constitution. Ironically, the person who is calling the members of his party to observe Constitution, he is the same person that is after mutilating the Constitution, and the nation is up in arms trying to avert that or to stop Mnangagwa from mutilating the Constitution. And these words, in simple terms, were directed to his vice president, Chiwenga, taking into consideration that the fears of the repetition of November 2017 have become more possible, especially of late. Even retired Lieutenant General Winston Sikauke Mabranga has also underscored a similar point in the previous live broadcast. Rutendo Matinyarare also underscored the similar point. So the fears of another coup are at a record high. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So during the opening remarks of Embattled Mnangagwa, the emphasis were for members to observe the Constitution. He repeated the same quote words such as patriotism, and we know that he has used consistently such statements to direct those statements to his deputy retired General Chiwenga. Today, so the story, that is the machinery, ran a story with the topic, President implores ZANU-PF members to uphold party constitution. Is he the proper person to say that, taking into consideration that he is accused of failure to uphold the very same constitution? Let me read the story according to the propaganda machinery. It says, ZANU-PF members must uphold the party constitution and be guided by it when executing their duties and responsibility. The ruling party's president and first secretary, Comrade Mnangagwa, has said. He made the remarks yesterday while addressing the 392nd session of the Politburo in Harare. And these are his words. As the Politburo, we are all first and foremost party members, guided by party constitution, fundamentally about our duties and obligations. I recall that the Secretary General recently gave all members of the Central Committee copies of our amended Constitution 2022, said President Mnangagwa. I exhort us to reacquaint ourselves with provisions of Article 3, Section 19, subsection 1 to 8 on duties of members. The article binds every party member to be loyal to the party and its leadership. Who hasn't been loyal to the party in the mind of Mnangagwa as well as the leadership? And when he says to be loyal to the party and its leadership, leadership is referring to himself. He does not see others within the Politburo as leadership. He is simply referring to himself, and he is simply referring to also Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026. We know that retired General Chiwenga of late has been actually publicly denouncing Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026. Equally so, Mnangagwa has used Director General, who is supposed to be apolitical, by the way. But yes, you know, with Mnangagwa, anything is possible. That is why part of the changes that he wants to make to the Constitution is to be in a position to appoint his own Director General that would be loyal to him, because as the Constitution stands at the moment, there is high probability that any individual can actually apply to be a director general, and those who interviews, they can make a selection for president to choose on behalf of the president, so that the president just rubber stamp. But he doesn't want that. He wants to hand pick. So the person who has been actually giving him the hardest time is retired General Chiwenga. He is against constitutional amendment bill number 3, choosing to be with the people of Zimbabwe. And this is the person that is telling him to be loyal to the party and its leadership. There is absolutely no one in ZANU-PF who can actually be disloyal, especially to Mnangagwa. They are afraid of him. They understand how ruthless the man can be. He continued to say, it also compels members to observe, respect, and abide by the Constitution, policies, rules, regulations of the party. And if you look at this, let's listen going further. There is also a requirement to observe the Constitution, policies, rules, and regulations of the party. It also calls upon members to conduct themselves in terms of principles of servant and exemplary leadership, as if he has done so. The relevant section of the party constitution calls upon party members to strengthen, defend, and promote party's interest, as well as popularize its policies. What are the party interests at the moment? What is it that he calls party interest? It is Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. Chiwenga is against this interest. That is why I said that statement was directed to retired General Chiwenga in absentia. He goes on to say members are required to raise the level of their political and social consciousness and understanding of the party's policies. So which means there have been efforts to try print the constitution and emphasize that people should read the constitution, what it says. We know that the constitution of ZANU-PF was influenced by Mnangagwa when he was the Secretary for Legal Affairs, when he also became the Minister of Legal Parliament. I mean, he was once the Minister of Legal Affairs. That is when he manipulated the constitution of ZANU-PF, because he knew he was going to take over. He was the next in command to take over. So he goes on to say it is also a requirement in terms of party constitution for one to conduct themselves honestly and honorable, as if he is also honestly. You can tell who exactly has been seen or perceived to be conducting himself not in an honorable and honest manner. It is retired General Chiwenga. It further reads that every member dealing with the party and the public must not bring the party and its leadership into disrepute or ridicule. The rules further read. So he has been doing so. Chiwenga has been publicly defying Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 of 2026. And to Mnangagwa, that is ridicule. To Mnangagwa, that is putting the party at disrepute. And he is the only saint in ZANU-PF who do not put the party in disrepute, according to his narrow understanding. He goes on to say, the party constitution also compels members to be patriotic to the country and pay particular subscriptions or any financial contributions when required by the party from time to time. It appears even Chiwenga I doubt whether he is a member of, he is paying even the subscriptions of the party. I doubt. We'll wait to see. And all this article was directed at, as usually does, he would not actually pick up him, even I think privately, he would not speak politely with retired General Chiwenga. To him, he always speaks indirectly, and when he sees him, he laughs at him. Everything becomes very, very well. He pretends a lot. He's not honorable. He's the one, in fact, who should be telling himself this message, that you should be honorable. you should also not put the party at disrepute, because CAP3 is definitely soiling ZANU-PF, and it has a potential to totally dismantle the party altogether. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Is signing out. Let me love and leave you. Let's